Hello everyone, the students of higher secondary first year arts. Myself Aurobindo Kherkatarim, Department of Economics, SS College Hailakandi, Assam, India. In continuation of our discussion of Economic Group M, Introductory Microeconomics. Today we are going to discuss on the topic utility. The term utility refers to the quality of a commodity or service that satisfy human wants. Simply speaking, one satisfying power of a good is called utility. So we can say that utility is the power of goods and services to satisfy human wants. Types of utility. There are two types of utility: total utility and marginal utility. Total utility. Total utility is the amount or sum of all the utilities derived from the total number of units consumed. So, total utility is nothing but the sum total of all utilities which is derived from the consumptions of total number of units. According to Leftwist, total utility refers to the entire amount of satisfaction. It is the entire amount of satisfaction obtained from consuming, which is derived from consuming various quantities of a commodity. So, it is nothing but the total amount of satisfaction which is derived from consuming various quantities of a commodity. For example, if 2 units of a commodity are consumed, we have taken 2 units of a commodity, say mango, and first unit yields satisfaction of 5 units. The first unit mango yields satisfaction of 5 utilities, and the second unit of mango yields satisfaction of 4 utilities. We are consuming 2 units of a commodity, say mango. Our first unit yields satisfaction equal to 5 utilities, and the second unit of mango yields satisfaction equal to 4 utilities. So our total utility is equal to utility derived from first unit of mango plus the utility derived from the consumption of second unit of mango. So here we are having 5 utilities of the first unit and 4 utilities of the second unit. So our total utility equal to 9 utilities. Marginal utility. The change in total utility due to consumption of one additional unit of a goods is known as marginal utility. So when we consume one additional or extra unit, the satisfaction derived from that extra unit of consumption is known as marginal utility. So it is nothing but change in total utility due to consumption of one additional unit of a goods. According to Boulding, marginal utility is the increase in total utility which results from a unit increase in consumption. So 1 unit increase in consumption leads to the increase in total utility, and the change in total utility is our marginal utility. For example, let us have an example. Total utility of first unit of bread is 10 utils. So when we consume the first unit of bread, our satisfaction is equal to 10 utils. By consuming second unit, total utility becomes 15. So marginal utility of second unit of bread is 5 utils, that is 15 minus 10. So after consuming the second unit, there is an addition of 5 units of utility. That 5 utilities or utils is our marginal utility. So how to calculate marginal utility? There are formulae. Let us have mu is equal to TUN minus TUN minus 1, or mu is equal to delta TU divided by delta Q. So these are the two formulae through which we can calculate our marginal utility, where mu is equal to marginal utility, TUN is equal to total utility of n units, TUN minus 1 is equal to total utility of n minus 1 units, that means previous. N means total, n minus 1 means previous units. Delta TU is equal to change in total utility of a commodity consumed. How much total utility is consumed? How much change in our total utility? That is our delta TU. In our example, delta TU is our how much? 5. Changes from 10 utils to 15. So our delta TQ is equal to 5. Delta Q implies change in the quantity consumed of a commodity. How much is change? From 1 to 2. That is 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. Change in quantity consumed. So mu is equal to TUN. TUN in our example we have 15 minus TUN minus 1 previous. This is our first unit is our previous, and total is our 2. So TUN total unit of n we have 15 minus TUN minus 1. N is our 15 and minus 1, that is 10. Previous is our 10. So 15 minus 10 is equal to 5, or mu is equal to delta TU divided by delta Q. In our example, delta TU implies 15 minus 10 is equal to 5 divided by delta Q implies 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. So our answer here is 5. So with this help of this formula we can estimate, we can calculate our marginal utility. Table 1, estimation of total utility TU and marginal utility MU. So in our first column we are having consumption of commodities in units. 5 units up to we have. Then in the second column we have total utility, and in the last column, third column, we are having marginal utility. So when we are consuming first unit, we are having total utility 10. When second unit we consume, our total utility 19. Third unit consumption of units leads to 27 total utility. Fourth, fifth, we are having 34 and 40 total utility respectively. So last column we have marginal utility. For the zero consumption we don't have marginal utility. In the first unit our marginal utility is 10. So what we have, our formula was, or our formula is mu is equal to TUN minus 1. Here 10 minus 0. TU for the first unit we have TUN is equal to 10 minus TUN minus 1, we have 0. In the second unit of consumption we are having 9 marginal unit, which is derived from 19 minus 10. TUN 19 minus TUN minus 1, 10. Again in the third unit we are having 8 marginal utility, 27 minus 19. In the fourth we are having marginal utility 7, that is 34 minus 27, and finally we have marginal utility 6, 40. TUN 40 minus TUN minus 1 is equal to 34. So we are having here 6 marginal utility. So the table shows mu is equal to TUN minus 1, and number 2, total utility is equal to sum total of marginal utility is equal to, the first marginal utility is our 10, then 9, then 8, then 7, and then 6. We are having total utility 40. So in our second column, the fifth unit, at the fifth unit of the consumption of commodity, we are having total utility 40. So from marginal utility we can derive total utility, and from total utility we can derive marginal utility. Diagrammatic representation of total utility curve, total utility and marginal utility. In the figure 1, on OX axis we are having consumption of commodity. On OY axis we are having total utility and marginal utility. So in our table 1 we have seen that our total utility is increasing from 10 to 19, 19 to 27, 27 to 34, and 30 and then 40. So we are having upward sloping total utility curve. Our total utility curve slopes upward, and in the third column we have seen that our marginal utilities decreases from 10 to 6, that is 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So our marginal utility curve slopes downward as shown in figure by MU. So MU curve slope downward, which is marginal utility curve, and TU curve slopes upward, which is known as total utility curve. Table 2, relation between total utility and marginal utility. In the first column we have quantity, second column we have total utility, third column we are having marginal utility. So our quantity up to 6 we have. Our total utility start first increasing, then reaches the maximum or attains the maximum, then it start diminishing. Our marginal utility diminishes, it attains 0 and it is negative in the 6th unit of the consumption of a commodity. So the table 2 provides following observation. As more and more units of a commodity are consumed, as more and more quantity of a commodity is consumed, this is from 0 to 6, the marginal utility derived from each successive unit goes on decreasing. Our marginal utility in the third column diminishes from 8 to 2. But total utility increases up to a limit. But our total utility increases up to a limit, that is up to 4th unit. Number 2, marginal utility of the first 4 unit is positive. Up to 4 units of the consumption, our marginal utility in the third column is positive, that is up to 2. And total utilities goes on increasing. So up to 4 units of the consumption of a commodity, our total utilities increases from 8 to 20. Number 3, marginal utility of the 5th unit is 0. In the 5th unit of the consumption of the commodity, we are having marginal utility 0. And at this stage, our total utility is 20. And is maximum. 20 is maximum. This stage represent saturation point. So marginal utility is 0 and total utility is maximum. Here at this saturation point, total utility will be maximum. On the other side, our marginal utility will be 0. Number 4, marginal utility of 6 unit is negative. So when we go to the table 2, we have seen that in the 6th units of the consumption of a commodity, our marginal utility is negative, that is minus 2. So total utility of 6 unit of a commodity falls from 20 to 18 util. So in this stage, what we have found, our total utility decreases from 20 to 18 when our marginal utility is negative. Diagrammatic representation of both total utility and marginal utility, the relationship. Diagrammatic representation of the relation between total utility and marginal utility. In figure 2, TU curve represents total utility. It slopes upward up to point G. So our total utility curve slopes upward up to point G as shown in the figure 2. Point G represent maximum total utility at fifth unit, that is our 20 utils in our table. After point G, TU curve slopes downward. After G point, total utility curve slopes downward, indicating that at 6th unit marginal utility becomes negative and total utility begins to fall, which is also shown in our table 2. In this figure, MU curve represent marginal utility. In this figure, MU curve represent marginal utility. It slopes downward from left to right. It slopes from left to right. It indicates MU, that is marginal utility of subsequent units, goes on decreasing. So in brief, we can say that when marginal utility decreases, total utility tends to increase at a decreasing rate. Number 2, when marginal utility is 0, total utility is maximum. And finally, when marginal utility is negative, total utility starts decreasing. The law of diminishing marginal utility. Our next topic is the law of diminishing marginal utility. The law of diminishing marginal utility is the most important law of consumption. So in the consumption, we have one law. That law is nothing but the law of diminishing marginal utility. The law of diminishing marginal utility states that as more and more standard units of a commodity are continuously consumed, marginal utility derived from every additional units diminish. So what it means, when we consume more and more standard units of a commodity continuously, then our utility derived from extra addition will diminish. It is in accordance with this law that marginal utility is shown decreasing in our table 1 and figure 1. So in our table 1, we have shown marginal utility decreasing, and in the figure 1, we have shown that our MU curve diminishes from left to right. The law of diminishing marginal utility based on some assumptions. These are: number 1, same quality and normal size of units. All units of commodity should be of normal and homogeneous in size and quality. The commodity which we are going to consume or which we are consuming, this should be normal and homogeneous in size as well as in quality. Normal in size and homogeneous in quality. Number 2, continuous consumption. There should not be break in the consumption. There should be no time lag in the consumption of various units of a commodity. Number 3, normal consumer, or what we can say, rational consumer. The consumer should remain normal. That is, the mental condition of the consumer should be normal. Number 4, no change in income and taste. Income should be fixed and no change in taste and habits. The habits, taste, income and fashion of the consumer should remain same. Number 5, no change in price. There should be no change in the price of the commodity and its related goods. Price should be fixed or price should remain fixed. Independent utility, number 6. The utility from a commodity depends on its own quantity and is not influenced by the quantities of other commodities. So here what we have found, the utility from a commodity depends on its own quantity and is not influenced by the quantities of other commodities. So there is independent utility. Number 7, utility can be measured. So under law of diminishing marginal utility, utility can be measured. Utility is measurable in cardinal number, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Lastly, suitable quantity. Only suitable quantity of a commodity is consumed. So quantity should be suitable or enough. Otherwise, our law of diminishing marginal utility will not or cannot be applied. So only suitable quantity of a commodity must be consumed. So these are the assumptions on which the law of diminishing marginal utility is based on. So with this we end up today's lecture. Thank you all.